A father says he spent more than 100 grand to restore a vintage truck.
But years after taking it in, the truck isn't even close to being finished. News 4's Spencer Humphrey is looking out for him.
2 years ago, Tim Hayes had an idea.
My son always likes truck. He's been a truck kid.
So he made his son, 14 years old at the time, a promise to restore a vintage truck and give it to him on his 16th birthday. The two got to work and found this 1967 Ford. They took it here to Classic Corner Iconic Cars in Oklahoma City to have it restored.
And we just want him to go through, clean the motor up, clean the transmission up, make it look like a nice remodeled truck.
He dealt with a man named Jim, who he says laid out some expectations up front.
They told me that it would probably be done around July, a little later than that. And I figured, you always go long on everything.
But long quickly turned to longer.
He kept saying, oh, we're waiting on parts, and we're waiting on this and that.
Still now, almost 2 years later, with his son's 16th birthday just a couple weeks away, the truck is still nowhere near ready. To make things even more complicated, Tim says Jim with Classic Corner continued sending him invoices for work he claimed was happening on the truck those 2 years.
But every 2 or 3 months, he hits you again. Hey, I need it. Here's another invoice.
Tim says he felt he had no choice but to pay them after Jim sent him this text talking about possibly having the truck Title 42'd. Title 42 is a law that allows auto shops to take possession of a client's vehicle if a client hasn't paid them for work in a certain amount of time. To date, Tim says he's paid Classic Corner more than $115,000 worth of invoices. A couple weeks ago, he decided to cut his losses and pick up the unfinished truck. He says the shop made him pay an additional $12 grand, plus they tried to get him to sign this non-disclosure agreement. With the truck not drivable, he's had to have a tough conversation with his son.
Well, he's disappointed, He knows he ain't getting the truck.
We wanted to find Jim to get some answers, so a couple weeks ago, we showed up at the shop. An office manager told us he was out of town.
He's not here right now.
He's not? Okay. As we were leaving, we found Jim's full name, James Voiles, and phone number listed on the shop's door, so we gave him a ring.
Hey, James. Hey, my name is Spencer Humphrey. I'm a reporter with Oklahoma's News 4. How's it going?
We talked for a while. He told us a lot, including that Tim did agree to pay all those invoices and pointed out they never had a formal contract dictating the time and cost for the restoration. Tim does admit he wishes he could do all that over.
I guess bad on my part, I probably should have got it documented on paper, but we didn't.
Jim told us the delays were mostly due to things like part shortages and staff illnesses. As for the costs going into the 6 digits, he says that's pretty standard for a job like this. He also told us something else.
So for him to try to blow this and turn this around, I just think it's unfair for a majority or a minority Colombian female lady in the industry.
Despite Jim's name being on the door, he told us his wife, who emigrated from Colombia, is who actually owns Classic Corner and that we'd need to talk to her.
Her last name is Rodriguez -Voiles. She has her.
Gotcha.
She has her maiden name, and then she has her married name because of her Colombian passport.
Gotcha. Okay.
She's a Colombian woman owner.
Gotcha.
In the business. So, think about the spin on that.
He wanted us to interview he and his wife in person when they got back from out of town. 2 weeks ago, he told us in this text that his trip would end on January 26th, this past Sunday. We offered to do the interview in person on Monday the 27th and also offered to do it over Zoom anytime. He didn't respond. We followed up with him this past Friday. He told us he was still out of town and wouldn't be back by the 27th. He also demanded we interview his wife, writing, "I will sue the ever-living heck out of you. His invoices and the business he did was with Classic Corner Iconic Cars. My wife, who is very anxious to speak with you as a Colombian female business owner, as I've also given you her number." We told him we're only interested in speaking with him and offered the 28th as a final deadline to speak in person. We again also offered to do it over the phone or Zoom anytime while he is still out of town. We never heard back. That is until late this evening when not James but his office manager sent us a statement saying in part, quote, Mr. Hayes brought us his 1967 Ford F-100 in February 2023 and we agreed to take on the full frame off restoration. This is a rebuilding of the vehicle from the ground up. This type of restoration does take much more time to complete. With this and any restoration project, there is no guaranteed timeline. Mr. Hayes was fully aware of this before allowing us to work on the vehicle. It would be irresponsible for us to promise a completion date for such a project. The statement goes on to say quite a bit more. We'll have it for you up on KFOR.com.